So, welcome everybody for this meditation session, half an hour. Today, I thought to meditate on what I find a very exciting topic, the topic of karma. Karma is cause and effect. I'll actually want to see you when I speak to you. I like watching people. So karma, in a nutshell, it's cause and effect. Everything we do has a result, partly depending on our intention, partly depending on what we actually do. So I'd like to do a meditation to actually bring more awareness of that, of cause and effect. In the East, that's quite familiar. In the West, it's maybe not so familiar or not for everyone. So that's why I want to bring that in. Well, an awareness of cause and effect, like if we all want to have happiness in our lives, actually knowing a bit more or reminding ourselves more of cause and effect may actually be part of actually bringing more happiness. Because positive actions result in positive effect in happiness, and negative actions result in negative effects or unhappiness. So in this way, we can actually shift our attention in the meditation and then also in our lives. So I'll do a guided meditation it's a reflective meditation. And in the end, we'll do a visualization of the Buddha, and we'll recite the mantra of the Buddha to actually do a purification. If you discover you've done things you regret, we can actually purify them with the mantra and visualization of the Buddha. So I invite you to join me. I'd like to start by just sitting, welcoming yourself in this space, leaving behind anything you don't need at the moment. And bring your attention to your body, to how you sit here. It's possible to scan the body, starting with the feet. Either you sit cross-legged or on a stool or maybe on a chair, having your feet firmly on the floor. However you sit, from your feet, you scan your body upward. Lower legs, knees, upper legs, pelvic area, your back, abdomen, chest, all the areas that you notice, you can give your loving attention to it. Maybe allow them to relax even a little bit more. Shoulders and arms, hands and fingers, the neck, and the head, including your face, all the many muscles over there. The back of your head, the sides, the inside of your head, and the crown of your head. And then gently scan your body down again in your own time. Down all the way to your feet. Just maybe notice your breathing, the rising and falling of your abdomen. Let's check our motivation for being here today and or cultivate our motivation. May this practice help us to bring more happiness, more peace, more satisfaction in our own lives. And maybe be able to share that with others. Develop our full capacity, all our positive qualities. And at some point, be able to benefit all beings. Even though that seems a challenge, let's hold that intention. So as we're exploring karma, cause and effect, let's start by going through the 10 virtuous actions, however many of them you remember. And recognize how much you have achieved in your life or try to accomplish. So here you can pat yourself on the back a little bit. And make the determination to increase such initiatives. For example, the virtuous actions of the body, including saving and protecting the lives. When we go through them, check with yourself how you resonate to that and appreciate moments where you have saved a life. Maybe even just of a spider or a mosquito. Actions of generosity, giving what we can to help others. The cultivation of trust and honesty in our relationships by respecting others' feelings and boundaries. Then there are the virtuous actions of speech, all the moments where we have been speaking the truth. Situations where we spoke and have united people. Encouraging virtue by speaking about others' good qualities. Or situations where we were talking, speaking in a friendly, gentle, pleasant manner with loving words, kind words. Moments where we have been speaking about meaningful things. Then there are the virtuous actions of the mind. For example, having a loving attitude and rejoicing in others' happiness. Generating a compassionate attitude towards all living beings. And cultivating wisdom and a realistic attitude to life. So let's rejoice in all our positive actions, either recently or earlier in life. And acknowledge your own capacity for love, compassion, and kindness. Then let's also give some attention to the non-virtuous actions. Maybe focus on a few that you recognize and are more common in your life. There are negative actions of the body, maybe killing, even if it's an insect or something small, small being. Just give our curious attention to these things. It may be uncomfortable to think about it, which is okay. Being uncomfortable is actually a sign of health, that we identify what is not virtuous. Then we're able to do something about it. Another non-virtuous action of the body is stealing or taking what's not given. See how you resonate with that. Maybe even not returning a book when you borrowed from someone, or other situations. Or sexual misconduct, not respecting others, their feelings, their boundaries in our relationships and sexuality. We can also look at the non-virtuous actions of speech, of lying, not speaking the truth, of setting people up against each other, speaking harsh words, or gossiping, speaking about unimportant topics. Reflect on situations where these actions were committed and try to understand what your motive was. Why did you engage in these actions? And what benefits did you expect? We can also reflect on the three poisonous minds, as they're called, having intense attachment or greed or neediness, having anger or aversion, and ignorance. For example, not knowing or remembering karma, not understanding reality as it is. The actions of our mind, they prompt the actions of our body and speech. So let's understand the whole picture of motive, action, and result, and generate a sense of healthy regret. Regret is not the same as guilt, beating ourselves up. Regret is having a realistic and sincere understanding of any mistakes that we've made. And not wanting the consequences of these mistakes. As we have a sense of regret, let's also use some remedy and turn to the Buddha to support us to purify any mistakes we've made. So anything we've regret recently or a while ago. Let's imagine the Buddha in the space in front of us. And imagine that from the Buddha, from his heart, golden light rays enter us, enter the crown of our body, the crown of our head. And we recite the mantra connected to the body, to the Buddha. I've put it in the chat so you could see it there if you don't know it. So we do it a few times out loud and then silently. So if you are muted, you can recite it out loud. Join me. And when these light rays enter our crown, they move through us, removing all our obstacles, all our mistakes, and filling us with warm golden light. Tayata muni muni ma munaye soa. Tayata muni muni ma munaye soha. Tayatana muni muni ma munaye soha. Tayata muni muni mamunaye 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 soha. And continue the visualization and the purification silently while reciting the mantra silently. Oh, muni, muni, ma. Tayanta muni muni amunaye soha. So then let's acknowledge our mistakes that we've made are completely purified. Any specific mistakes we can actually identify, we'll not do them again. That may be our aim for today. Let's also imagine we're completely filled up with all the positive energy and positive qualities of the Buddha, all the loving kindness and wisdom. So that the only thing we can do with our body and with our speech and our mind today are positive actions, bringing kindness, happiness, well-being, both to ourselves and our surroundings. Oh, then let's dedicate the positive energy of this session, giving thanks to ourselves and each other for being here today. And due to the merits of our meditation, may my actions never cause even the slightest harm to any sentient beings. Instead, may they only bring the greatest benefit. And due to the merits, the positive energy, may I quickly attain Buddhahood and lead all living beings without exception to that enlightened state. So let's relax our concentration and yet take all that positive energy with us during the day. You may want to reconnect with your body, wriggle your toes, your shoulders. Look at our group. And thank you for joining. Tomorrow there will be another meditation, and I'll be back next week at the same time. Oh, thank you so much.